everybody. I'm Lara Trump, coming to you from Studio 45 at Trump Tower in New York City. They're an embarrassment, a scourge on society, and they are dangerous. Who are they? Today's Democratic Party. Joining me is legendary actor and Kennedy Center trustee, Jon Voight. Mr. Voight, we are so pleased to have you here with us at Trump Tower. Your first time to Trump Tower.
Yeah.
You recently said Democrats don't represent Americans anymore. What did you mean by that? And what are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, it's a true statement. I mean, if you look at the people running for president on the Democrat side and the enthusiasm that they get in response to these ideas that they're putting forth, it becomes obvious that this Democrat Party has been undermined, has been overtaken by very far left energies, and they have a kinship more to Karl Marx than they do to Thomas Jefferson.
Absolutely.
So here we go, and they're pursuing, the downfall of the President of the United States.
As a renowned actor, I will let you be the judge. Is this impeachment nonsense merely a bad act by bad actors? What is going on here?
Thing to say,
I didn't come
Lara.
up with that, by the way.
Oh my gosh, that's a clever thing to say. Well, if you looked at the impeachment, this whatever we call this,
really a coup of sorts. I think we can agree.
This thing this show.
Yeah.
And when you look at this proceeding, it's not unlike the Mueller proceeding. You see, it's just empty, except for the hatred they bring to the table.
Yeah.
And of course there's a lack of truth in it, but everybody's falling in. It's quite an amazing thing, and that there's no one in the Democrat Party that is a stand-up person to call this what it is. It's quite disheartening in a way. But when you look at but your idea about the acting, well, you look at this fellow Schiff.
Yeah.
He stands there and makes a big speech toward the end of the afternoon that he has memorized for sure.
Of course.
And tries to give this speech as if he's a righteous fellow. He's presenting himself as a righteous fellow.
How do you rate his acting, by the way?
I'd say not bad. I'd say C+. But he's memorized it, and you can see he's waiting for that opportunity to say this thing, which is saying, I'm not a liar, I'm not a liar, I'm not a liar, and I don't know anything about this whistleblower, who's not a whistleblower, of course. He's this fellow who was just along with the crowd trying to bring down the President of the United States. So, there's a lot of acting going on. And then on the other side, I see the Republicans, and I'm very proud of these Republicans. Look at Devin Nunes, or you look at Jim Jordan, and you say, these are the heroes here. These are the good guys.
Yeah.
And how can anybody not see that? It seems so obvious. But anyway, there's a lot of acting going on, and it's,
some better acting than others, apparently.
Yeah, and you. Anyway, they're making up a lot of things too. There's a lot of improvisation there. They
are.
You know what I mean? They're making up truths.
Is part of what you're seeing the desperation that they show and the lunacy that they exude every day? Is that why you started your Twitter videos? Tell me a little bit about those and what prompted that.
Well, we have this wonderful thing, freedom of speech.
We do. It's beautiful.
And it was really brought to this earth by our founders. Mm-hmm. During that time, all of the world was full of tyrannies, and people were not allowed to express themselves. When I saw this happening, and I saw the danger to this magnificent thing that we were given, that they were attacking this and they were going to destroy it, I said, well, what do I have to? What can I do to help? To stop this, to stand up against it. I said, I have the freedom of speech.
So you started posting on Twitter.
Let's go.
What has been the response to the videos you're posting? Because they're great. We love them, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have a very warm and good response from people in the street. As you know, with Donald Trump, when they know you're connected to Donald Trump, people who love him and there's a lot of love for him.
There's a lot of love out there.
They find you and they say, John, keep it up. You know,
Love it.
I'm with you.
But you live
I
in
like that,
you live in New York.
Yep.
It happens to you here.
Oh, sure.
It happens
Oh,
to me
yeah.
too. People don't believe me, by the way. They say, "How is it to live in Manhattan?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? You would be shocked on a daily basis by the number of people that come up and say really positive things.
Oh,
to me.
sure, because the people who know the risk, and I was talking about the risk to our country, the
Right.
greatness of our country, what we've been given, the risk to that being attacked at this time, you know, people who have any understanding are fully in support of this president as an answer, and from, you know, a gift from God
Truly.
to turn this around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it pretty evident, I guess, to many people how you feel about the president? But
Absolutely.
did it surprise you though what he was able to do in this amount of time?
Well, no, just seeing what he accomplished prior to becoming president, and then carrying all that expertise into the presidency, I expected much. But what no one knew, perhaps, was his unflagging energy.
Yes.
There's no one who can keep up with him.
No one. It's true.
And the idea that he gets up so early in the morning and gets to bed so late at night, and never, there's never any evidence of fatigue, ever.
I know.
Unbelievable, really. And he does everything. He even does his campaigning. He's doing the whole campaign.
Yeah.
He's out there. I mean, it's unbelievable what
I know.
he's really quite something special,
I mean,
you know?
there will never be another like him.
No, this is a unique fella, and the thing is, his compass is so accurate. You know, like, not only all of that, but he also is the most transparent president we've ever had.
That's true.
He walks from the White House to a helicopter, and he gives, 25 minutes to the press, to an angry press that's trying to
Sabotage
subvert him.
Every
right.
single turn. That's
And
right.
he goes, well, okay, fellas, what do you want today? And he deals with it with a good cheer and clearly, and he says what he really feels, right? And never oversteps any of his statements to endanger any of the policies that are required to be protected, any of the relationships across the world. I mean, he is quite special, this guy.
Yes. Well, it's not easy to do what you did. It's not easy always to come out and support the president, although it should be, because he is elected by the people. The people of this country said, we want this man to lead.
Yeah.
But we appreciate it very much on behalf of the
Well,
family
I
and
want
the
to
campaign.
say that I appreciate you and your
Thank
husband and the family. It's just wonderful what you guys do.
Thank you.
And you're all very well spoken. You're all completely loyal and dedicated to the country and to the president. It's just terrific.
Well, nothing is more important than making sure this country is the country that we all know and love. We don't want it to go in the wrong direction, and we certainly want 4 more years of Donald Trump.
Oh, you bet.
So, Jon Voight, thank you so much for being with us. We hope you'll come back.
Great
Keep
to be
doing
here.
your videos, because we all love them.
Thank you.
And we appreciate the support for the president.
Thanks, Laura.
The best way to counter the danger that Democrats represent to America is 4 more years of Donald Trump. That's the real news for today. If you'd like to get involved with Team Trump, go to donaldjtrump.com or text Trump to 88022 today and become a part of our winning team in 2020. I'm Laura Trump from Studio 45 at Trump Tower in New York City. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Don't you think that people are smart enough to see that this is their last ditch attempt? This is the last chance that they might have to take back the White House?
Before I answer that, I'm going to get the answers.
Should we answer here?
Calling me. No, I'm sorry. I turned this off. But that's my brother Barry calling me.
If Barry would like to opine on this, we'd love to hear from him.
Barry's going to be. I'm going.
Yeah.
You're going to cut that? This is the most interesting thing that's happened.
Love it.
It's wonderful. that I was able to give
A shout out to Barry.
shout out to Barry, because my brother, I have two brothers, one older, one younger, but we're all the same age now because we're all in our, I'm 80.
It all blends
We're
together.
all 1 year apart, so, And my brothers are quite extraordinary people. My younger brother is a singer-songwriter who wrote Wild Thing and Angel of the Morning, and several big hits, and is in the the Songwriters Hall of Fame. And my brother Barry, who has just called me, is he's in a very prestigious science society. He's a world-famous volcanologist who's saved a lot of people by advising different areas of the world on lava flow and timing of eruptions and stuff like that. So,
what an impressive family. Who knew?
Yeah, so I get to say that. And you cut him out?
Don't worry, we're keeping Barry. Don't worry.
What am I going to do here?